Hey guys, this is Garbangol. Welcome back to Touhou the Genius Savros. Last time we basically stumbled through a little bit of the Gorgon barrier, and this time we're going to stumble through a little bit more of the Gorgon barrier. Oh man. So I'm basically keeping all of my, if you like, footage stuff for this, because at any point I could come across something rather special, and I would need to keep that in for that sort of purpose. So there's also other enemies, of course, that we have yet to encounter, so there is that. And I believe it is down here that I need to go for stuff. Yeah, oh man, such a difficult puzzle. So I guess we'll start this off with the cutscene, and that's good because then there's only 2 more rooms to deal with here. So yeah, Lithos is here in the special space. This is not how it looked for them before, you know. They already know, been defeated, and the party is going straight here. And of course, yeah, she already knows. So what's she gonna do about it? I wouldn't apologize. So she's actually going to evacuate everyone. That's pretty generous, pretty thoughtful. And yeah, all of the subservients are going to go away. But just showing yourself? We're not here yet. Oh, well then. Guess somebody hasn't been too idle after all. I've been found. So this is Yukari, obviously, and yeah, she has not exactly been idle during this whole thing. And the mastermind is right here. Yep. So indeed, the one who's been sniffing us out. And what's the objective? Yeah, I would agree with that. I would have thought that Yukari would have been the one who should be asking that question. So yeah. Ah, well, maybe. But Yukari's not that kind of person. So yeah, she's not here to resolve anything because she's Yukari, she doesn't care. But she is here to evaluate people who enter Gensogyo. And that's gonna be some sort of confrontation, that's for sure. As expected from blah blah blah. Indeed. That's not very nice, but still, she can pull a weight, and this apparently is a sort of custom in Japan stuff, is to deny any positivity and whatnot. I don't know why a Greek goddess would be going through that, you know, but whatever. Supposedly it's one of those things that, yeah, maybe not to this extent, this is a bit exaggerated, but you know, if somebody's told you that, oh, you've been working really hard recently and stuff, it's not really courteous to go, yeah, I actually have. It's more, well, you know, modesty. There we go. Ouch. That's harsh. Contrarian, yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, since we're here, what is the point of their studies here? Yeah. Oh, there is a point? Well, yeah, I suppose Yukari is a yokai and therefore is victimized by all of this. However, Yukari is very clearly too strong to be a true victim of all of this. So, yeah. She kinda knows what's up, though. And wow, we're gonna have a fight scene then, I guess, after all. This is what, the 4th or 5th time that this has happened in the game? It's quite nice, actually, to have, you know, out of battle, you know, like cutscene battle stuff as well. So yeah, we're gonna have Lithos and Yukari fight, I suppose. Yeah, Spawn also said the same. Well, yeah, Ran kind of got wrecked. But, unfortunately, Yukari already knows about the deal here. So Lithos Medusa Gorgon, fairly obviously she will petrify, as Ran unfortunately found out and she didn't really realise before. But, if you know anything about Medusa's petrification powers, you will realise that it only works when you make eye contact. When, you know, the power stuff is active. So Yukari has just literally closed her eyes so that she doesn't get petrified. It's actually a really fun like touch of that, you know, it's a legit reference to the you know, Medusa legends and all of that. So yep. Not like Ran and Chen. Yep, no, you are definitely a lot smarter than those two. But haha. Do you think? Apparently, Yukari is a bit more potent than you think with stuff that way. So yeah. Dodge once for lightning, won't strike twice. Well, I wouldn't have thought that dodging the first time would have been a lightning strike. However, Yukari is a boundary person, as we've already seen, so yeah. Guess she was blown away. Ah, you are assuming way too much here. Yeah, way too quickly. Uh-huh. Yep, I mean, that's how you got here in the first place, so this is indeed a Garbangol's power, but slice you in two. Ha ha! Have fun trying to do that. Already in checkmate. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Ouch! Yeah, what was it? It's a reference to the fighting game, right? Where Yukari, I forget what it's like. It's right. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's to do with waves in the ocean, like ride the waves. I don't even remember. But point is, she can absorb bullets and bring them back more powerful with her gaps and stuff. So yeah, way too strong. Sleeves are playing around here. Okay. All right. So it looks like Yukari has kind of done our job for us, so what are we even here for then? If Yukari's just gonna beat, you know, Lithos for us, then why are we even here? Well, the only way we're gonna find that out is if we keep going, so let's get ourselves some steel. I am gonna be skipping most of the box stuff here, as I explained before. I am looking to get to the end first, and then we'll spend a few parts actually doing all the other stuff to this. So, we have ourselves a dragon to deal with. And this dragon is kind of powerful. It's not a lesser being at all that way. I don't actually know what the reference behind, you know, like lesser dragon, lesser demon, stuff like that is. If there's a reason why stuff is called that way, like, let me know in the comments, because I just do not know. Anyway, it's the usual dragon stuff. It's resistant to all the core elements, it's resistant to stab, slightly resistant to strike, I believe, and has really kind of powerful breath attacks, but unlike the Hydra and stuff like that, it doesn't spam them, so there is that to it. But we'll mostly be focusing down the Mind Flayer first, because that thing is annoying, and then we'll Dragon Fang Strike to take this out. Slayer effects are of course really good, so yeah, the Kusanagi is fantastic for this stage, and oh, it can store power too. Is that Face Smash like normal, or is that a really strong breath? That might be a really powerful breath attack, like Atomic Breath sort of level. I don't remember exactly what it is, so I'm kind of a bit worried about that, but oh well, we shall do our best and hopefully not die in the process. So if one of the hits from Slash of Eternity spills over here, that's okay, because it does still get Slayer, so that's kind of good. Oh, it's Rotten Breath. Okay, so that's a... Oh! That's the upgraded version of the Earth Breath, Acid Breath. So, yeah, Alice just kind of got completely bodied, taking one for the team, but hey. I think it can do Atomic Breath as well, though, so I don't think I was wrong in questioning that, because I think it just does a really strong breath attack. Whether that be Atomic or... you know, I may as well just take out the dragon at this point. Whether it be Atomic Breath or whether it be something more potent than that. Or, you know... Even this basic attack... See, this is what happens when you don't have Alice to cover you, is that your characters just die, like, horrible deaths. It's kind of brutal, to be honest. I'm gonna res buff because Alice may get paralyzed if I don't, although she really doesn't have a lot of HP, so that is a bit of a concern. Let's just Slash of Eternity here, so that then I can have the hit spill over to the other characters, the Flare here, which is fine. And that does a significant chunk of damage there too, which is good. And from here, I think we just auto and win. The Flayer does have a lot of evasion, so you even Marissa with a pretty high accuracy doesn't necessarily get the hits. Also, that dragon can drop a Drake Scale, which is the upgraded element card. Actually, speaking on stuff that way, I kind of forgot that I wanted to have Doll's War. Oh, sorry, Doll's Fanlax. Doll's War takes a bomb. I'd rather have Fanlax. Just in case that stupid barrier dragon thing comes up again. Because, yeah. Anyway, tight corridors, pretty difficult to get around the enemies.
Always gonna work. It's difficult to run from enemies in this stage. So most of the time you're gonna find yourself doing the fights even if you don't want to. It's not impossible to run from them. It used to be basically impossible to run from them. One thing I have noticed with this game is that Weekend does generally feel easier than Lingering Summer Heat Death. It does feel as if even when you don't use easy mode, this game does not kill you as much as it used to. So it can still throw really nasty impossible stuff at you, but it doesn't do it to the same degree. So it's now possible to run from some of the fights that you would before. Ow! Ow! Get rest, Marissa. Okay, so yeah, Drain Soul 4 times in a row is not fun. I'm not gonna revive though, because honestly this fight should not last long enough to the point where I need to revive anymore. So yeah, as bad as it sounds, I basically just need to sunburst every turn, and that's all that needs to happen. So long as Satori doesn't die, I am good to go. So yeah, that's kinda how it's gonna go. And we're not gonna even bother using too many MP skills and stuff here because I don't feel we need to. Dragon First doesn't really do that much more damage than Enlightened, or Peppermint Slash even, so that's kind of interesting actually, that the damage differential is really just not high enough to justify it against this monster. It does do more damage against certain enemies though, so I don't quite know exactly how that
works, but there are a couple of enemies, or one in particular that we are not going to encounter just now, where it did actually make a big difference, but whatever. So I think down is the way I need... Yeah, down is the way I need to go. This will now be the final room, and from here we just need to make it up. I think we need to go up here, and then... Oh, I should have changed my skill. I
made a mental note to myself that I wanted to change stuff here as well. I am so glad I still have my thunder. Okay, so this is probably the most annoying enemy encounter that we can have in this final room. It only appears in this final room, this 9 Garbangol scenario. And I was going to change my skill set so that I had Love Type in instead of Galaxy here. And I'm kicking myself that I didn't do that now, but oh well. We're just going to have to deal with as many of these as we can. And Slash of Eternity does get Slayer. Unfortunately, since I don't have Meditation Slash anymore, I can't really deal with these guys as well as I would like. But maybe we'll get lucky and get a Runax reflect or two. Oh, that's going to help though. Being able to cast all my skills without too much of a worry is good. Also, I think 9 is the largest number of enemies that I can have on screen at the moment, so I don't think these guys can multiply right now. I am going to go Spatlax here because I want rid of... Oh no, I guess I'm not. I don't really need to get rid of damage net because it doesn't do enough to justify that, so yeah. The obvious problem with this place, this particular fight though, is that these enemies... Although I do have Meteor Zapper, I did change my skill set to have that. How much damage does that do? I mean, there's a worry that these guys are just going to keep healing themselves indefinitely with energy, and of course they could multiply and make them laser point. That does a lot of damage. Okay, so that's probably the way to go here, is to use Meteor Zapper with Yoni here, because I think that's going to do more damage to the group than anything else could. So that is good. Okay, right, so everybody's still relatively healthy except that guy. I want to focus down the weak ones because then they can't get full healed by energy, which is a super obnoxious skill, that stuff. And yeah, we'll just Meteor Zapper every turn, although I can't every turn because it has a cooldown. Dang it! Oh man. Okay, so we'll alternate between that and Slash of Eternity then. I do just want to blitz everything with skill stuff here though, because I... Oh wow, that damage done just much. instead. In terms of skills, you know, that would be a good consideration. Marissa can't really do too much on the terms that she doesn't have Stardust Surge, because these guys are kind of resistant to Mystic. So they're weak to Pierce, which is, no, Stab Attack, which is okay, but even then I don't think Marissa's going to get too much damage out there. Get 200, not really significant. But we are whistling their numbers down, and there is energy that I was worried about. Double energy, that's brought them all the way back up to full health. Ah, that is so annoying. But if they don't multiply, then I should still be okay. Health-wise, I think I'm doing fine, so we're not going to bother too much with that. And yeah, let's just slash with energy. Get as much damage out as possible here. Because it would be the worst thing here if they did decide to multiply up. And that's what I'm really worried about. But another 2 kills, and there is a multiply. Okay, so it's still not completely over, but I think we have it from here. I want to say we have it from here. Crescent Moon Slash is probably better than Meteor Zap at this point because it'll do more damage. Yeah, with that crit as well, that just wipes him out, so that's good. And then Mad Thunder hopefully gets the kill. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so
we only had to deal with 10 instead of like 50 like we could have done. And you can see, because we are in this final stage and Alice is only just at the level that we're on par now, so that's what, 65 is the on par level? So mid-60s is where you are expected to be at this point. Because we are in stage 21 and not stage 20, we have the experience bonus from this stage. So that is a huge amount to pick up here. And yeah, Yomu gaining a level, getting a lot of HP, Moko's getting one too, pretty good. And yeah, we just get so many bonuses off of this that it is ultra worthwhile. I could not really...
Oh man, these guys are resistant to all my magic, and some of us won't do any damage despite having the Slayer because they are just immune to, basically immune to damage that way. So really this is a Yomu fight and a Yomu fight alone. Do I want to just... No, I'm going to Manusa before Meteor Zapper. See, Manusa stance is really good for single target stuff, and honestly it probably isn't the best call for this stage in terms of dealing with, you know, like groups of enemies, but the damage output that it has by itself is significant. Like, it's really powerful for taking out single monsters, and that is a great benefit to have around because the enemies here have so much HP and Zero Stance just doesn't do enough damage. Devil Oaken might actually be something to use here. I haven't admittedly tried Devil Oaken stance ever, so it may well be the better option for this stage. However, I have no experience with it, so I would not be able to say for definite if that is a realistic option. There aren't too many other enemies in this place, so I am just going to go ahead and slash with Zenzi here, I bet. Like, there shouldn't be too many more enemies in the way, so I want to get this done as quick as I can with our attacks here. And really, so long as Yomu stays okay, I could probably just cover Yomu. Because so long as Yomu's okay, then that's all that really matters as far as killing these guys is concerned. So, yeah, because Yomu's the one who does the most damage. Although what's it say? Mind Blast does a significant chunk of damage to even Night Satori here. If Satori was using her tier 6 eye, then it would do no damage. Because that eye does have a resistance to Mystic. Which is fantastic, and I do want to make it at some point. I just haven't... Ooh, hello! I forgot you guys had a shield. Okay. So something good has come out of this. We did get a piece of gear, which I think is a Defend All shield. Those Slayer crits come in handy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Defend All shield, so... That's good. That is solid to have. Now we just need to hopefully not die. There we go. Get the kill with
the Beholder Eye. So, Marissa gets her final level that she needs here, and Double Spark comes out. So, we are getting to the Hard and Lunatic level skills now, I guess. And, yeah, Reflex... Oh, no, it's just a physical shield. Okay. So, Reflexes. Let's take a look at that real quick, because I think it might be better than... Yeah, oh, no, it does block everything. It's just labeled as a physical shield because reasons? I don't know. Yeah, so solid. Decent enough physical defense, very good magic defense. This might actually be better than... I should maybe try it. This might be better than the Diamond Shield at this point. Not quite as good on the physical defense, but I think that magic defense is really, really good. It doesn't have any resistance up though, which is a bit bad, but... yeah, I want to try it, because I don't know if that's going to be better or not. Skill-wise, Marissa's Double Spark is definitely something you could consider here. It has an extra turn of cooldown compared to the regular Master Spark, which is one potential, like, downside to it, but it's slightly more powerful, a decent bit more powerful, and it has very high damage, so the wide piercing is really good. Even in this stage where a lot of enemies are widely spread out, wide pierce is super good for hitting multiple enemies, because you can still hit multiple enemies with it here. And because I'm thinking about it now, let's replace Galaxy with Blown Typhoon so that I can multi-target those Garbangol just in case they show up again. So, to reach the end here, we have to navigate through these guys.
This is nasty. Satori's MP is running a little bit low. That is a concern. But everybody else's MP, yeah, all the other MPs are okay. So I think I can still win this fairly comfortably. So that's what we're going to try and do. Bombs are of course an issue, because you will be using spellcards an awful lot during this stage. Bombs are a big issue. Oh wow, that could not have come at a better time. No, but how did she die with that? Oh, she did not get defended there at all. Man! Okay, reflexes are not good for defending stuff that way. That is awful. Okay, never mind. I am not using that skill again for stuff. We're going to have to switch that right out. Oh well, Yomi's got 4 bombs. 4 bombs is enough at the minute. And hopefully the flash returns to just wreck you. Not really. Okay, that did not do. That did not do what I was hoping it would do. Man, this is really annoying. Like, really annoying. Not much I can do but sunburst there. I am going to heal with the bomb skill this time, I think. How long is that paralysis going to be on for? 3 turns. Yikes. That's obnoxious. Oh well. Not much I can do about it, just hopefully I don't die in the meantime. You can see just how good that medium heal is. Like, that is a lot of health to recover back there. Stop killing me with stuff, please. You're going to heal way too much health back here, and I do not like that. I really wish I had Rosa right now. That would help a lot. You are basically dead, so Meteor's after would probably be enough to take out Flare. I'm hoping anyway. It might actually not be. No, it is not. Dang it. Well, at least I got some damage on. Seriously? Well, okay, it was shielded at the very least, so... not much point in saving a whole ton of bombs at this stage, so let's just Legion, and, hopefully... Right, how much? You do not have any health left, so... Wait, why did I giant branch strike? I wanted to Meteor that, but that was dumb. Oh well. Whatever. Stop with the Drain Sword. You can see just how annoying this guy really is, stuff that way. Drain Sword is so... It's not even fair. Alright, let's just go Earthquake here. We can buff resistance. Unfortunately, dying kind of took away my power here, so... Oh well. It happens. And Meteor's after this time, please. That will take out 2 enemies, so that's going to be very good. Go. And yeah, this thing has blood drain too, but it's nowhere near as powerful, so I don't mind this one nearly as much. It's dead, pretty much. So let's just go ahead and wipe it out. What should be the weapon addition? I don't think it's for weak to anything else, so whatever. And then you... I don't want to use a bomb though, because I don't really think a bomb... especially not when that happens. Yeah, there's no point using a bomb
when you don't need to use one, because you do not have very many of them. And yeah, that is a thing that you have to be concerned about, is bomb stocks. So this has been running quite a while because of the cutscene stuff in the middle of this, but we are basically at the end right here. So yeah, can I grab that without him finding me? Let's just heal just in case. And no, I probably won't be able to grab that, but we can try and get it. Silver tray, okay. And then...
But this fight has a new enemy, so whatever. This giant over here is very, very powerful on the blunt line. I mean, look at the size of that hammer, jeez. It's weak against light. And I think the Death Riders are also weak against light, just not as much as they are to fire. So, I'm going to try with that first. The giant can also charge spell cards and use Rainu's attacks, actually, from her grocery stuff. Total destruction is really bad. You do not want to get hit by that, so... Yeah, try and take it out as quick as you can. Oh, God. This Drain Sword is so freaking devastating, and yes, it is weak to light as well. Uh-oh. We might just get to see it here, that this thing will just body us entirely. Yeah, I think I'm going to Magic Blast first, and then Double Spark. Double Spark won't hit the top enemy as well, but it will hit this thing, which is important. So Total Destruction is a multi-target blunt move that can, I believe it can inflict instant death, so... And yeah, it has a load of physical defense, you're not going to get hurt too much with physical damage, even if you do have physical... Oh my god, Alex might just die to this! And there's Total Destruction there, so... At least Alex could survive long enough to keep our party from getting wrecked by that, which is fine. Okay, so I need to heal Alice this turn. Okay. What do I want to do damage-wise? It's not even close to dying. These enemies just have too much HP. They really do. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to spark it. And maybe, if I'm really lucky, I might get an insta-kill here. That would be nice. Nope. It's so hard to not land that. Oh my god, this stage is... This is what happens when you get to these things at the end. Well, we're gonna multi-revive at this point, I think. And, I don't really see what else I can really do. I don't know if I have the damage output for this, to be honest. I'm seriously questioning whether I have enough damage to deal with all this. I guess I'm gonna have to Legion right now, and... well, I have to obviously heal Alice this turn. So... I have a couple potions, and I guess I'm gonna just try and, knock this thing out. I'm gonna Pascal it as well, I think. Just get as much damage as I can out of it. Oh, Pascal can also target other enemies. I was hoping it could, to be honest, but whatever. Yeah, this shield is nowhere near as good for physical defending, it seems, so... Reflex is not as good as the diamond shield. That is something to keep in mind. Alice is becoming immune to damage this turn, so I don't need to heal her. So let's give an attack buff so that I can finally start doing more damage with Yomi here. Leaving myself unprotected is not the best of things, perhaps, but I might get a... Hopefully we'll get away with it here, because Alice should get out to GoS at the time, and that is likely to be enough. Yeah, okay, so we'll just Legion, because I'm going away at the end of this fight anyway. Again, I don't need to heal Alice, so let's give a magic buff to Satori and Narissa, and we can be done with this horrible, horrible enemy set. This is just 3 enemies as well, that's a really nasty battle this. So, yeah, you keep on training for another speed. Double spot looks pretty alright. I kind of wish there was a distinct difference in the spots, like there was a very clear, oh, this is 2 separate master spots here, but that wasn't so. Oh well, yeah, it's still, you can tell it's a lot
wider than it used to be, and wow, I cannot believe that was survived in that way. So, yeah, that was exciting. Alright. So with that said, I really should have triggered this too, because this, of course, is the transporter back to the start, and yeah, this is pretty much the way it has gone. So, just as a very quick thing before I leave with the stuff here, I've done exactly the same as this on a practice file, but I've gained a couple of one ability and one rare item, which, since I've picked up pretty much all the same stuff, I may have picked up a couple extra chests on that. I would need to double check, but I've essentially done exactly the same thing on a practice file and gotten more stuff out of it. With the exception of the reflexes, that shield, so I will consider whether or not that's worth it. It's probably not worth it. Like, that shield is not super great. So, what I think I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to switch files round at the end of this so that I can have the rare stuff. I'll show you what it is when we start the next thing up. Because the levels are very similar. Like, Marissa does have double spark in the other one and all of that, but there's one skill and one rare item that we picked up that I want to keep. Because, yeah. One other thing I didn't note with this stage though is that if an enemy is, if you run from an enemy, then it actually does get rid of the overworld sprite. That makes farming stuff a little bit more difficult because, you know, enemies do not stay on the map. You'll have to refresh them more often than other stages. You can't just, oh, enemy that you didn't that you wanted to show up didn't show up, oh, I'll just run from the fight and then re-encounter the enemy. No, you have to do a bit more work than that, so there is a ton of content still to do with this stage, and we shall be exploring a lot more of it next time. So, this has been GamerCow playing Touhou, the Genius of Savros, and the longer part here with Yukari has basically done the work for us, right? So, why are we still here? We'll find that out next time. Take care.